Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday to everybody. We're going to call this today. I hope you just listen. I got something good for you. We're going to call this Prophetic Download Tuesday. That's what we're going to call this. We're going to call this Prophetic Download Tuesday. I want to talk to you guys about principalities. You know, we talk about principalities a lot, but my question is, do we really understand what a principality is? Let me explain to you what it is. A principality is a high-ranking, hear me when I tell you this now. It is a high-ranking, evil or demonic spirit that exerts influence over people, institutions, or regions. I'm going to say that one more time because y'all know I need y'all to get that in your spirit. It is a high-ranking. It's not an imp. It's not some little scrub. It's not some little something that the devil just sends out. It is a high-ranking demon or evil spirit that exerts itself over people, institutions, or regions. We're talking about principalities right now. Now, if you go into Ephesians, it talks all the time. It says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places. But, we say that all the time. But again, I don't think we understand that we're wrestling against a high-ranking evil or demonic spirit that has exerted itself over people, institutions, or regions. Now, let me talk about this principality thing, because this is a prophetic Tuesday word for you. Get it in your spirit. Let me tell you what the enemy is doing right now in this season. See, the enemy is not after those that he already has. The enemy is not after those who already got evil spirit. The enemy is not after those who already are liars or cheaters or mean or manipulative or jealous or envy or murderers or whatever. He's not after those. In this season, he is coming after the people of God. He is coming after those who think that they are mature in God. He is coming after those who think that they got their love walk right. He's coming after those who feel like they are in good standing with God. The Bible even talks about that if in the last days, that if God had not shortened the time, even the very elect would be deceived. Let me tell you something. The enemy is trying to deceive you today. Let me tell you what these principalities are doing. If you've been in a situation lately where you've fallen out with your loved one, you've fallen out with your mother, you've been disrespectful, you're backbiting and you're talking bad about your parents, talking back to your parents when God told you that you are to honor your mother and your father. And if you see that you're not honoring them, and then you're having arguments with your friends and your loved ones and your husbands and your wives and your significant others, and then you find that you have these big blowouts. But then when you go back and you think about it, you can't even remember what caused the blowout. That's called a principality. When you can't even remember why you're so angry with people, why you're being so mean. I'm talking about people of God right now. I'm talking about those that the enemy is after right now. Please get this prophetic word today, because I don't know about you, but I've been in warfare this week, and I had a situation where I was so angry and I behaved in a way that was so indicative into the way that Shalita would normally behave. I had a situation with a friend, and I stayed mad for days. And if anybody knows me, they know that I'm the type of person that I might blow up, but in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm all right. I'm feeling bad about it. I'm trying to make up with you, trying to fix a situation. But let me tell you, when a principality attacks those who think they got it right with God, I was in a situation where I was angry and I was mad at my friend. And this went on for days. I ain't talking about for a few hours. I ain't talking about for a couple of days. I'm talking about for 5 days. Now, I know that's not like me. And even in the process, I knew I was dealing with a spirit. But let me tell you what a principality will do, because it's a high-ranking spirit. Let me tell you, because it's a spirit that understands you. It's a spirit that can really infiltrate your very thinking. That's what we're talking about. Those type of principalities. principalities, the high-ranking ones. Because see, the devil ain't gonna send no imp for a high-ranking God warrior. And see, when you think that you're maturing God, and here you are, you're in a situation where you're walking in so much anger and you don't even understand why you're angry. And then when you go back to the situation, you say, now, what happened between me and this person? And why is it that I'm feeling that it's okay for me to behave in a way that is opposite of the way I know God has taught me to behave? When you get in a position where you begin to behave in a way you know it's not of God, but in your mind you make wrong right, you're dealing with a principality. Let me tell you, the principalities are here. It's almost like Satan has just come and just sprinkled things into the atmosphere. He's just sprinkled little principalities so that it can infiltrate your mind, infiltrate your heart. I'm telling you, you're not dealing with no small mind, no small thing right now. You're dealing with a high-ranking demon. And a high-ranking demon is because he's coming for a high-ranking warrior in God. So I'm here to tell you that if you have been in a situation and you don't understand why your behavior has been different than what you normally are, you don't understand why your love walk is a little crooked, you don't understand why your mind is all over the place, you're dealing with the principality. We're talking about principalities right now. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. You need to understand it's time to put your war clothes on, because Satan is after you, your family, your kingdom, your region. He is out to infiltrate everything God has promoted in you, everything God has matured in you. He's out to destroy it. I'm talking to people who are high ranking in God, who has matured in their relationship with God. I'm talking about people who know right from wrong, but all of a sudden you're making wrong right. You're making bad behavior good, and you're justifying it in your mind. I'm telling you what I know. All last week, I was attacked by a principality, and I didn't even have my prophetic eyesight on, my prophetic ears to even pay attention to what the enemy was doing. But thank God that I had enough sense to go into my prayer closet. Thank God that he still sent angels from the north, south, east, and west to protect my mind, to cause me to say, wait a minute, girl, you know you're not behaving the way God would have you behave. Wait a minute now, something's not right inside your spirit. Wait a minute. I think I'm dealing with a principality. And even when you think you are geared up, even when you think you are prepared for war, be careful, because the enemy is sending high-ranking demons. He ain't playing with y'all. He's sending high-ranking demons to infiltrate your very spirit. And if you don't stay in prayer, if you don't keep a heart that seeks God, if you're not in a position where you're asking God to renew your mind, to renew your heart, to create a clean spirit within you, it will infiltrate you. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I experienced. God told me that it's just like what the enemy is doing. You need to understand what he's doing is he's sending things like, he's sending like as if he's doing assimilation of something. He's assimilating what the real war looks like. He'll cause you to have friction with people that are close to you. He'll cause you to have distrust for those that are close to you. He'll cause you to think that the whole world is against you, because remember what I told you, he's sending his highest ranked demon. He's sending high-ranking evil spirits, because he knows it's going to take that to infiltrate the people of God. I'm here to tell you, he ain't after just anybody. He's after you. If you know that you are in a place where your desire is to please God, guard yourself, guard your mind, guard your eyesight, guard your hearing. Guard the way you see situations. Understand when you're dealing with a principality and not the person. We'll sit around and get angry and have discord with people because we think we're dealing with flesh and blood when it is a high-ranking principality. I'm talking about principalities. Guard yourself in this season. This is a prophetic word for you. Please take it. Please listen to it. Please understand that you need to pray more. You need to seek God more. You need to continually ask God to show you you. Not show you the other person, because we're so busy angry with other people, not understanding that you're the one that's been infiltrated by a high-ranking imp, a high-ranking demon. You've been infiltrated. And when you can make sure that your heart stays right, God will take care of everything else. But make sure you're on guard. I'm talking to every warrior right now. I'm letting you know that the enemy is after you. I'm letting you know that he's going to cause little small things to escalate in your life. He's going to cause small things to cause you to hate folk that you used to love in your life. He's going to cause small things to cause you to disagree with your husband, with your wife. He's going to cause small things to cause daughters and mothers to come against each other, sons and daughters, sons and mothers to be at each other's throat. He's going to cause small things because he's sending the high ranks. You better elevate yourself. You need to move up. You better elevate who you are in God, or you will be attacked by a principality unaware. Unaware. Just as the Bible said, we entertain angels unaware. We entertain principalities unaware. Gird yourself up. It's time to put on your war clothes. It's time to go to war, because a principality can't win against you, because you are a high-ranking warrior of God. Peace and blessings.